Green light comes up, they're off and racing. Determined Bromac will lead on, settling down from Left Alone and Kate's Gift in the early stages. Wider out on the track, beginning okay, was Southhawk, so settling down into stride, and Determined Bromac a clear leader by 10 metres. In second placing, Left Alone the outside of Kate's Gift. Working around them 3 wide in the early stages was Southhawk. They're followed by in behind them then as they settle down was Doc's Princess. It's outside as they work into the straight there, would have been Dougal. So settling fully down into stride, Determined Bromac leads them down past the judge with 2 laps to go. In second placing over on the outside came Southhawk now. In third placing, Kate's Gift behind the leader. Next pair back, Doc's Princess, being covered up by Left Alone. Then in the running line, Dougal, followed by Atomic Sea, Lisa Leslie, getting up along the inside, Albert George, and back to last of all, Cole Denver. Into the back straight they head, almost back to where they started from, and Determined Bromac the pilot. In second placing, Kate's Gift. Over on the outside, cutting the breeze was Southhawk. They're followed by back along the inside, Doc's Princess. Set a light from the rear, not happy with the slow pace up front, goes around them now quickly was Dougal, the favourite. So as they come off the back, and Determined Bromac the leader, working around them 3 wide, Dougal. It's got up to the death now. Atomic Sea's going around them 3 wide now. Kate's Gift in behind the leader. Next pair back as they come off the back was Southhawk. It's over on the outside then of Doc's Princess the inner. They're followed by the next pair back are Albert George over on the inside. Being shoved back now, Left Alone's back to third last, Lisa Leslie second last, and Cole Denver last of all, past the judge with a lap to go. And the leader Determined Bromac by 2 metres. Atomic Sea the outside second, Kate's Gift behind the leader third. Dougal enjoying the run of the race now 1 by 1. They're followed by in behind them as they work to the back was Doc's Princess along the inside with Determined Bromac. One off the fence, Southhawk, Left Alone coming 3 wide. Tracking it up in turn was Lisa Leslie, and back to last of all was Cole Denver. Along the back straight they go, half a lap out, and the leader Determined Bromac gets clear again by 5 metres. Kate's Gift about to get out in second placing, Atomic Sea third. They're followed by around the outside, coming into it well is Dougal. The head of the rest there, Doc's Princess looking for the way clear. Lisa Leslie running on from Left Alone, wider out on the track. They're about to swing the home turn. Determined Bromac will lead up for home. Kate's Gift could be the danger out after it now, and wider out Lisa Leslie with a strong run down the outside. It's Determined Bromac in the centre, Kate's Gift, and here's Lisa Leslie swooping on them out wide. Determined Bromac, Lisa Leslie, they reach the line. Give it to out wide Lisa Leslie just from Determined Bromac. They're wide apart though. Third, Kate's Gift in the centre, followed by Doc's Princess. In behind them, Left Alone. Then came back in the field was Albert George, Southhawk, Atomic Sea back at the head of the rest, followed by Dougal who knocked up, and Cole Denver finished back among the tail enders. Wait out placings after the running of the 8th on the program. Numbers will be up in a moment. And number 6 has got it out wide. Lisa Leslie in the run home. Widest runner, number 6, Lisa Leslie home over number 2, Determined Bromac. And third to 1, Kate's Gift. 6, 2, 1 official placings after race number 8. 6, 2 and 1. Officially fourth goes to number 8, Doc's Princess. So 6, 2, 1 and 8 numbers, race number 8. Neck between second and third, 2:43.1 overall time, mile rate of 2:4.2. 6, 2, 1 and 8 are the placings on race number 8. One to go here at Fairfield today, the 9th, the Peter and Margaret Morris pace over 21.13, C6 to C8 class, and that race due at 6 o'clock. The green light comes up, off and racing. Dynamic Stride along the inside, showing some pace in the early stages with Anopia. Wider out Top Player coming across in the early stages as well. Settling down, Dynamic Stride leads Top Player. Racing up to third behind the leader now was Midfru Lorenzo, getting through along the pegs. Then came one off the fence, Anopia, trapped a little wide, Just Smooth in the early stages. Back behind them then came Happy Shadow. Jute City over on the inside. Then 3 lengths back in the field came came Rate of Knots, followed by Night Motoring, and last of all is Olympic Steel. Down past the judge with 2 laps to go in the final event, Dynamic Stride the leader. A metre in front, Just Smooth works up to second. Third behind the leader, Midfru Lorenzo. 1 out and 1 back, Sit enjoyed now by, on the outside, their top player. Anopia 3 back the pegs. Then in the running line came Happy Shadow as they work to the back. Here's one whipping around them 3 wide. It is Rate of Knots improving quickly around the outside. Back behind them Jute City, and last of all Night Motoring. Down the back straight they go. The leader is Dynamic Stride, moving up to the leader's wheel now. To sit outside him is Rate of Knots. In third placing Midfru Lorenzo behind the leader. This gives the 1 by 1 to Just Smooth. 3 back the inside Anopia. Then on the outside Top Player, followed by Olympic Steel along the pegs. In behind them then came Happy Shadow. Second last is Jute City, and last of all is Night Motoring. They work into the straight, they'll face the bell this time. Dynamic Stride the leader by a metre. Up on the outside, Rate of Knots is second. Back behind the leader came Midfru Lorenzo. 1 by 1 Just Smooth. In behind them Anopia. Now set alight 3 wide, Night Motoring running on nicely. Back in the centre there was Top Player. Back along the inside came, as they work out of the straight with short of a lap to go, Olympic Steel. Out wider on the track, running on now Jute City, and back to last of all, shuffled back, is Happy Shadow. Into the back straight they stride on the last occasion, and Dynamic Stride it is the leader. By 2 metres in front, Rate of Knots is second. Midfru Lorenzo looking for the way clear behind the leader. Then out wider running on is Night Motoring as they work along the back. Between runners then came Just Smooth. They're followed by Anopia with nowhere to go along the pegs. Further back then as they work off the back straight, well back out of it was Happy Shadow, and just ahead of it along the inside there was Top Player. They work off the back straight, and the leader is Dynamic Stride, gets 2 metres in front. The danger could be behind the leader here, Midfru Lorenzo looking for the way clear. Then came out wider on the track Jute City running on, and further out was Night Motoring with a strong run, but Dynamic Stride's kicked clear near the line, trying hard Midfru Lorenzo, but Dynamic Stride will take out the last. Dynamic Stride draws clear, scores by 7 metres. Second, Midfru Lorenzo. Night Motoring third, or Anopia, who got up along the inside. Between runners then Olympic Steel. They're followed by, back out of its ground came Just Smooth. At the head of the rest, Top Player. Then Jute City, well back out of it, Happy Shadow. And last of all, Rate of Knots. Stand by for our placings after race number 9, the final event. Dynamic Stride dictated the pace up front. Blake Fitzpatrick making the score a race-to-race double there. Lisa Leslie getting home in the previous, and now Dynamic Stride in the last. Kept finding something. Midfru Lorenzo looked a chance once it got out at the top of the straight. He kept kicking on this one, Dynamic Stride, and has got home. Stand by for official placings on the last here at the Trot Dome today. Winner of the last, number 1, Dynamic Stride, owned by SN Crow, is a chestnut gelding, 6 years, by What's Next from Classic Kaz, trained by Paul Fitzpatrick at Cawdor and driven by Blake Fitzpatrick, gives them consecutive race double there. Second placing going to number 8, Midfru Lorenzo, by Lake Hills from Lorna McFaber, trained by Wayne Hancock at Marupna, W. Hancock the driver. And third into number 7, Night Motoring, by Explorador from Shy Spinnaker, Jay Pengelly the driver. There is the all clear on the last, on the placings 1, 8, 7, 3, 10 and 6 for the superfecta. Winner scored by 6 metres, half neck second and third. That's 6 by a half neck. 2:45.2 was the overall, 2:45.2, giving them a mile rate of 2:5.8 after race number 9, the last. On the tote, 1 Dynamic Stride, 2 even, 110, 8 Midfru Lorenzo, 290, 7 Night Motoring, $7.30. Quinella has returned $9.40, Exacta $13.50, Trifecta $215.80, Daily Double 6 and 1 $7, Special Dividend $3.90, Mixed Spinner $1.30, First 4, and the Superfecta still to come. Thanks for that, mate.